A very warm welcome to you. I've just been doing a bit of sketching on the Supernote, and I wanted to share with you how I feel like Supernote have made some really excellent choices recently in their recent updates. Got about this far and realized, well, I scheduled the live stream and I couldn't kind of carry on, so I just thought I would just stop and tell you about where I'm up to with this drawing and show you something else. Now, they have improved Atelier app once again. Last time it was the opacity channel. This time it is bringing proper sketch pencils with tilt. So you can see that you get a really nice difference in line, and I think that is absolutely fabulous. So I've been playing about with that for a while, and what it invites me to do is to really draw deeply. So here I am going ahead and drawing one of the most challenging things that I like to draw, which is this sort of Da Vinci cartoon thing. And I really like it because there's such a depth of tone, and I'm nowhere near finished this sketch just yet. I'm going to work on it a little bit longer. I'm going to take my time because I'm really drawn in to taking my time and building up the images and getting them as good as they can be. And this reminds me of a technique that you use when you learn to draw with charcoal. And what happens when you learn to draw with charcoal is the first layer you do quite quickly, and then what you do is you rub it out. You literally just like, because charcoal has this great ability just to kind of be wiped off. And when you rub it off, it leaves darker areas where it was, so there's a kind of faint outline, and then you go again. And then you rub that layer off. Here's the second layer that I've done. Obviously I've added some tone on this layer, and now I can dial the opacity of this one back as well. And so by reducing that, you can see now I've just got this fainter image that I can then work on with my next layer. And again, I've drawn that quite dark. Here we go. But what I'm going to do when I finish this layer in my now up to 2B pencil, then I'm going to go ahead and dial that layer back as well, and then I will work again, and hopefully layer by layer I'll be able to sort of correct the decisions that I made that weren't so great before. So really this has become an even more powerful drawing app, and I think that's absolutely fabulous. And Supernote really should consider quickly bringing a color ink tablet, because I absolutely love the color here on the Kindle Scribe, for example. Let me show you a drawing that I did on this. I could just imagine sketching with all of this control on this wonderful oxide backplane ink Kaleido-free tablet that Kindle have made here. Vice versa, I guess. Kindle, I would be absolutely thrilled if you would build a really excellent drawing app just like this one. Take real advantage of your excellent technology that you've put in here. The front light is excellent, the screen is excellent, the way it handles colors is actually one of the best at the minute, and I strongly suggest that making an excellent drawing app, a better note-taking app really, would make that a really strong device. Supernote, if you could just go ahead and adopt exactly the Kindle Colorsoft technology and put your software on it, we would be absolutely thrilled by that. Now, this is one of two updates that Supernote have done, which has just quietly reminded everyone why they are the absolute best. And the other one is InkHub. And if you are a Supernote owner, you can go ahead and go to your InkHub, and in drawings, I think in Sketch, then you can find two of my sketches. Here it is. And yeah, oh, that's cool. 6 people have already downloaded my drawing of Cotterstock Church. And it's nice because you can leave this little note. Look, you can put your license you want to leave it as, and people can like it or dislike it, and they can download it if you allow them to use according to that license, which is really cool. And you can see what people have added so far, and yeah, hopefully this will have a little upvoting system where the sort of cream will rise to the top, really. But I just think this is really cool. And it's not just drawings. People have added their templates, which is cool. People have added their sticker sets. People have even added their digest. Now, I actually haven't dived into this yet, but I think this is quite cool. Not too much from the literature section there, but quotes from C.S. Lewis, look. I guess only 2 pages so far, but that's quite a cool thing, quite a kind of cool way to show that and just share some things that you've picked out from your reading. I think that's really very cool. I think I saw something here by our friend Ed Finn. So I get the option of downloading or importing. So it's going to import a few quotes, and now I can jump to my digest. I get Ed's digest. I think that's fabulous, right? I can add my own notes to that, obviously on my local copy. That's That's wicked, isn't it? So there's some really great things, and I think that this InkHub will be really strong for them in the future. Now, I'm most thrilled by the drawing, obviously, and I'm going to spend a bit of time there as well. I would say that the ordinary Supernote pens, the ceramic nibs, are not the best for drawing. The kind of ceramic always indents into the page, and I just found that it kind of like, it feels like it's kind of sticking a bit into the surface whilst I'm doing those sketchier motions, really. So I have been using the Books pen here. This is the Books pen from the Note F5C, but any of the Books pens have worked just as well. I also tried the Palm nib, but that again is quite a solid nib as well. And I feel like the kind of sketchier, softer felt feeling nibs are probably the best one for me. So I also think that I'd love to see Supernote bring a whole range of kind of sketching specific pencils. I mean, wouldn't it be cool if they kind of copied one of the kind of classic rotoring pencils? Yeah, if they really just thought a bit about how exactly they want the nib to feel on the page. This is not the classic rotoring, but Norris Studio pencil looking styluses. I'd love to see Supernote give us a ceramic nib for those who write, and maybe something really specific that works really well for those who sketch, and I think that would make things even stronger. Very cool, you know, something like, yeah, the classic kind of rotoring pencil, maybe like a rotoring with like a 1.0 width nib, maybe for sketching would be quite nice. I just think that would be really fun, having that palm nib like that, just more like a pencil style of stylus. Supernote, please just carry on what you're doing, carry on bringing great updates, but also go ahead and find out whatever tech is exactly in this Kindle and get some of those screens ordered from e-ink and get those into your lovely plastic bodies. Do that with the kind of Manta style case, you know, absolutely. Also, we'd love to see the 13.3 and I think, yeah, those two things with the Feel Right film, with the beautiful color e-ink screen, or the full free 13.3 inch size, I think that would be absolutely glorious. And the future is really bright for them. Just to carry on loving my Supernote, really. I've been accused of just going on about Supernote quite a lot. This is the screen sharing just by IP address here, and this is really very useful as well. And just generally as my planner, I just find it so easy just to go around. All of the additions are always really well thought through. Just, yeah, another excellent update from Supernote. They've even introduced, when you go new drawing, there's sketch paper and there's Bristol paper. I just want to try this out for just a moment. Sketch paper is the normal one, really. Bristol paper should be this kind of more textured paper, really. And I just didn't really seem to be able to I couldn't get a tilt working on the Bristol paper. I don't think the tilt even works on the Bristol paper, but you are getting on here, you're getting a kind of texture, which I'm just not sure they've got perfectly right, because it's kind of appearing as just a bit more of a wobble, really. And I don't think they've got it absolutely right what they've done there. And Bristol paper should be kind of paper with a little tooth. You can just see it's almost like they've added in that kind of wobble that we don't really want. And it hasn't been their intention, I'm sure. I think just back to the drawing board a little bit with that one, guys, because I do think it's going in the right direction. You can just see Bristol paper doesn't have the tilt support there. It just ends up being a little bit just not as nice as the sketch paper, really. So for now at least, I'm going to stick with the sketch paper. And this is my sketch pad, my sketch paper test. At first I thought there's not much difference, but you see right here from 4H all the way down to 8B, you can get real nice gradients through all of them. As hard as I can go with the 4H, and as hard as I can go with the 8B, you can get real nice layers of tone. And because you can get every thickness for each hardness, and you can choose the color for each hardness, you've got like a absolutely, not infinite, but a huge range of different marks that you can make there just by changing that one tool, and I really like that they've done that. I really am impressed. Most of the time I imagine I'll be using the different scale, the hardness and softness to give me the tone, because that's what I'm used to in pencils, because it isn't just the tone that's changing, it's actually how kind of scratchy the marks look. You see that looks a lot softer, that 8B, and a lot scratchier, the 4H, and I think that's excellent. I think that's the way it would be in reality, and that's one of the closest to reality on any kind of e-ink or tablet or anything at all. The Kindle Scribe Coloursoft has been really good, but I must admit it's got pretty disorganized pretty quickly. I really enjoy writing with the pen and having a second kind of pen mapped to the button. That's the one thing that's really making this just an absolute pleasure to use. I did also enjoy drawing on it, and I could just I could sit and draw this parrot for ages. I could really enjoy drawing colourful things on it, but you can just see I probably struggled when we compare that to how much I was enjoying the beautiful Manta earlier on. When you compare that, the tool set, although I've got the wonderful colours, I don't feel like I've got the depth that you can get with the tool set here on the Supernote. I don't feel like I've got the options, and the Supernote is currently giving me all the options I could possibly want. And I made this drawing, let me see if I can find the thing, of my boy just recently. And yeah, sketching on this, absolutely fabulous. Able to work through the layers, able to change the opacity look, the background layers, just to shove them further back. Able to add white on top, and Kindle don't give you a white, and whites are important. You can just see how I've been able to work through the layers, making the layers less opaque so they make less of an impact on the final rendering. I'm able to add a bit more depth of tone, layer on layer, add some darks, add some shading, add some highlights. I mean, that looks like an empty layer, but that is actually my highlights layer. And finally, my darkest tone on the top to get a really nice contrasty image. And that was lovely. That was a beautiful little half an hour that I spent working on that. And this was a lovely half an hour as well, but I haven't got that same level of control. I've got no layers. I've got a lovely pencil tool, but I don't have all of the control that I have there. I mean, the control on this is absolutely stupendous now, because you've not just got the different grades of pencil, but you can also, within each one, you can change the color. So you can get softer and harder, you can get all these different things.